Girl, you know what? Turn it up, turn it up. Two mics, two queens. We just pulling up a seat, look. Yeah, yeah. Danielle with the side eye, kiss you with the laugh. Talking about the world while they talk about their past. Long time friends, yeah, they really seen it all. From the late night calls to the girl just block his phone. Trending on the timeline, rumors in the chat. Is it really love or he capping with the act? Bills on the table, dreams on the board. They gon' say the things you've been screaming in your core. For real. Girl, you know what? Say what you really wanna say.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to Girl You Know What podcast, season 7, episode 8. I am Danielle.
And I'm Keisha.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
hi. How are you?
Hi. I'm great. Exhausted, but I'm great.
Absolutely wonderful.
Good.
Rough week, but it's life.
Well, it's a rough year, but that's all right. We're gonna,
Listen, rough year and it's April.
yeah. But listen. But it's been challenging, but we've made it through. Amen.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
So this week in the
Girl.
world has been absolutely insane. I think pop culture more than politics
Yeah, and
for
we need a
once.
break. We need a break. There's still a lot of bullshit going on, of course, but the pop girls have been acting a fool. And like I told you before we started recording, I am so excited.
She is very excited about today.
Yes.
So where will we start?
Let's start with let's do Brandy. Let's start with Brandy
Okay.
and Wanya. Let's just go in order of the topics that
Okay.
um So, for people who don't know, Brandy released her book, and I had what is it called? Phases, a memoir.
Phases. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She released it, and I received my copy on April 1st. I haven't started it yet, and I'm still going to read it, even though all the tea's been out and everything. Like about the important
I was
stuff.
clueless that it was even coming out. So I was kind of
I didn't
salty, like,
know
oh God, I
either.
think I need to get it on an audiobook because
Yeah.
I want to read it. Like, I'm
Yeah.
interested. But
Yes.
this particular topic,
Mm-hmm.
I think we can speak to. But I feel like anything Brandy do, we can speak to firsthand
Yeah, because we're the same
because,
age,
and we came up with her.
right?
Like, I
From
remember
day
when I Want to
one.
Be Down came out,
Yeah, Thea, when
day
she was,
one, I've been
yeah,
hooked.
right.
So this topic, what it wasn't necessarily the topic of her and Wanya
Hmm.
that because again, we were there.
Yeah,
we all
we
we already
knew.
knew this.
Yeah, so it wasn't like it's just like her. The thing,
Mine's was people's reaction,
yeah, and the reason
the
why
way
it's
that people reacted, because I saw some people like this was the comment that got me the most.
okay.
Someone said, made mention of her mother,
Mm-hmm.
like, oh well, her mother didn't care or her mother should have known. And I said, well, y'all, now wait a minute.
Right.
Again, we witnessed this, and I
Mm-hmm.
speak from an era where we used to read. See, now you all look at pictures.
Right.
You read what are they called? Blurbs.
Mm-hmm.
You read little sentences. To get all the tea and get all the information, you used to have to read.
Right.
I was fortunate enough to grow up in a home where my mother had subscriptions to Essence, Ebony, even Cosmopolitan,
Yes.
Jet.
Jet.
Like, there were magazines everywhere in my
And then
house.
we had what
And
Vibe and all
yes,
that.
and she
Yeah.
got me a subscription to Vibe.
Yeah.
Even Teen Vogue,
Mm-hmm.
like Right On, Word Up. You
Yep.
all don't know that there were a plethora of publications
Listen.
that we read to actually get information.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Brandy and Wanya were public with this relationship.
Right.
So I hear people saying, like, oh, because Brandy made the statement that he should have known better because Brandy was 17 and he was a grown man. What was he, like 22?
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was that old,
Yeah.
to
Well,
tell you the
actually,
truth.
the thing, like, they were, like, she was 15 when he first reached out to her. And then
Oh,
they were 16. She was 16 and he was 22, 21 or 22 when they first started dating. And then I guess like she was 17 when they got real serious, I guess, or whatever. Or she
and
thought they
my
were
thing is
serious.
this: he did know that it was inappropriate,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
want to know how he knew? Because again, y'all wasn't there. We seen it.
Mm-hmm.
He kept it a secret.
Right.
They never admitted that they were in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
They always just said they were friends. Now, what kind of tipped the scale for people to think something's going on here is brokenhearted.
Yeah.
Now, let's be clear. Brokenhearted, the original version, was not a duet.
No.
On her debut album, Brokenhearted is just her singing.
Mm-hmm.
But because they developed this, and damn, she was 15, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because they developed this relationship at her being 15 and him being however old he was, they decided to do a song together. They did a duet together. And I think that's what people were like, something got to be going on between the two of
Mm-hmm.
them. Because it was too passionate.
Yeah.
You know, the duet was too passionate. Um Personally, now this is personally, she did seem smitten by him.
Oh,
But
totally.
again, she was a child. She was a
Mm-hmm.
kid. She probably had a crush on him.
Mm-hmm.
I seen the nigga in Northland Mall. I had a crush on him. Like, listen,
Right.
I about passed out when he turned that corner by pennies. Shit. I was
Yes.
like, oh Jesus.
Right, because we had
It-
to remember at this time, not only was he older, but he was and I didn't mean to get in the
the
microphone all
lead
like that.
singer of
He
Boys
was
to Men.
in Boys to Men, like Dominique Morgan pointed out, by this time they were on their third album. So,
Yes.
they had made, like they had already been established in one of the best R&B groups. They were turning into one of
Baby,
the
he
best
was a
R&B
teen
groups of all time.
heartthrob for young
Exactly.
girls.
Thank you.
Like, I'm gonna say it again. I almost passed out. It was when Boys to Men came with Mary J. Blige. It was a concert
Mm-hmm.
in Columbus.
Yeah.
Listen, so he always seemed like he was hiding it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not trying to, he never seemed like he quote unquote liked her.
Right. And even when
He
he's asked
seemed
about it today, he still downplays it because he knows it was wrong.
exactly. So for people to be like coming at Brandy and saying like, "Oh, she's a liar," and I saw a girl say this, y'all believe her, and she sat there on TV and lied to Oprah about being married and this and that.
Stop
Because
it.
y'all don't come from an era where y'all give a shit about y'all's reputation.
It-
And when she came back on Oprah and Oprah asked her why she lied, she said, because I didn't want to ruin the reputation that I had built over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all think it's okay to be, there are some girls in the world who don't want to be labeled as whores.
Right.
I know that it's cool to be a whore today,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to understand in the 90s when we grew up, it was not cool to be a whore.
Right.
Monica was not even technically a quote unquote whore, but it was not cool during that time to be labeled as fast.
Mm-hmm.
And Monica was somewhere at whatever age she was dating a married C Murder.
That part.
So they were always trying to make Brandy be the good girl
Mm-hmm.
because Monica had the bad girl covered.
Gunica.
Listen, hello.
Mm-hmm.
Also, y'all think they call her that for no reason? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was a different time. So yes,
Yeah.
she cared a lot about her reputation.
Right.
She did. And I don't fault her for that.
No.
Because a lot of y'all should care more about y'all's reputation today. I mean,
Just saying.
if we're just talking about it.
Yeah.
So I thought it was kind of like unfair for people to be attacking her like, oh, she should have known better. She should have. Listen,
But they
y'all
always
wasn't
do
saying that
that.
shit to Aaliyah.
I mean, let's talk about it because it was the same thing, and R. Kelly was older than Wanya.
Y'all wasn't saying that shit about Aaliyah or about Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Mm.
And that's my homie. Like, I like Jay, I'm a Jay-Z diehard Jay-Z fan.
Right. But it's
I'm
the
not
truth is
saying
the
he did
truth.
anything wrong. Like, I'm
Mhm.
just saying if the shoe fit for you to talk about Brandy, you didn't say it about Beyonce.
Right.
You didn't say it about Aaliyah.
Mm-hmm. Or we can even go back. I hate to say it, I hate to put Jay-Z on the block again, but him and Foxy, that was no secret.
Y'all
We
didn't
knew
say it about
that.
Foxy.
And she was she's just like what a
She
year.
was the same.
She's same
She was
age.
just like Brandy and Wanya.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he was like what, 24 When
Probably.
his
Yeah, because
first,
he's like 10 years older than us. So, yeah.
yeah, yep, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, I mean, it's like,
I
you,
mean, y'all just pick and choose. You pick
yeah.
and choose to talk about people based on how you like them.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
So y'all must have an issue with Brandy, which Brandy ain't never did nothing to nobody
Brandy ain't
but
done
be
nothing
able
to
to
nobody.
sing.
Thank that part.
And y'all hate anybody who got a little bit of talent. So I just thought it was absolutely ridiculous for them to be like, oh, her mama this. Brandy is the same person who her mother assumed that she was married to Robert.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, Sonya is the one who made the assumption that they were married. And
Right.
Sonya is the one who put the press release out. Brandy never confirmed that her and Robert was married. But
Mm-hmm.
once her mama put it out to the press, she went along with it.
Yeah. Because that's
She
what
had
she
no
was. She
choice.
had. Yeah. Thank you. She had. That's exactly what I was going to say. She didn't have no choice. That's what she was trained to do.
They didn't tell that they weren't married until it was time for them to break up. But hell, how old was Sarai at that time? Maybe 5 or 6?
Mm-hmm.
But that was her mother jumping the gun.
Right. And she did that to protect Brandy's image, but she didn't know. She
Yes,
didn't
she
know
didn't
that they
know.
were.
She
Yeah.
just assumed like, oh, y'all done snuck off and got married because you had a baby. But again, if you go to church, you know that's how they raised us. You ain't supposed to
Mm-hmm.
have no babies until you get married.
Right. And no shade, but Brandy and her family, y'all forget, she came up in L.A., but she was born and raised in
In Mississippi,
Mississippi. Yeah. So they were
her
true.
daddy was a preacher.
Thank you. Yeah. So it's like y'all aren't putting everything into perspective as to why
Beyonce
all
didn't
this
have no
happened.
baby till she got married.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I mean,
y'all,
it's
I know these your favorite celebrities, but they do, some of them do have some morals.
yeah.
I mean, some of them was raised in church.
Right.
So y'all saying it like it was foreign for her mother to just assume, oh, you done snuck off and eloped.
Mm-hmm.
Child. But what was your take on it?
So, okay, of course, boys and men, they've always had an effed up reputation, all of them, about how they treated women, about just
Mhm.
who they were on a personal level. Now, people always want to separate the talent from who they are personally, which I totally get because
Yeah.
personal,
Mhm.
it's like we don't have to personally deal with who they are as a person. We just sit there and just, admire and support their talent. That's what we're here
Mhm.
for. We're fans. We're consumers.
Right.
So it's up to you to support them or not. But they've
Mhm.
always had bad reputations, and Wanya's the worst. Now, let me just get on Wanya real quick, and I'm not even going to talk about the age, because we've already
Mhm.
covered
Mhm.
that. But people forget, too, around this time, and Adina Howard even talked about it in her Unsung,
Mhm.
how her Brandy, and I don't think she mentioned Brandy's name because, Brandy was underage, of course, but she always said that Brandy, like Wanya and Brandy were in like a love triangle.
Yeah.
And I
Mhm.
felt bad for Adina on a lot of levels because she was very talented. She still is.
Mhm.
And, so basically, when it came down to it, um, Wanya was bad mouthing her to Sylvia Rohn, who was the head of their record label, or at least Adina's. I think Adina and Brandy's record label. Maybe she was a Wanya's too. I can't remember.
Mhm.
Boys to Men's, but
Boyz
so
II Men was Motown
they
Philly,
were,
right? They were like
yeah,
Motown.
yeah. So, but she still had a lot of pull in the business, and she mainly had
Oh,
pull
absolutely, she
over
does. Yeah.
Adina's career because she was the head of her record label.
Yeah.
So I guess Sylvia, basically took Brandy, who nobody know who it was, took her side and Wanya's side of what they were saying. So Adina got pissed and went on Wendy Williams and badmouthed Brandy, not directly, because she was trying to protect her as a child because she was. But she may have slipped up at this point because Adina was pissed. But she also said some bad things about Sylvia Rohn, and Sylvia Rohn shelved Adina's second
Oh,
album.
baby. Now you know that was career suicide.
Yeah, but who was at the front? Wanya.
Yeah.
And because Wanya was a huge star and he was a man, let's just keep it real. I
Mhm.
hate to put that out there.
And again, reputation. We
Mm-hmm.
are talking about a squeaky clean, good boys,
Yep.
because Boyz II Men, that was the image that
That
they
was the
put out.
image. Yep. Even though they were from
These
West
lover
Philly.
boys, these
I mean, not West Philly. They were
singers.
from North Philly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they put the image out, the way that
The way
Michael
they
Bivins
dress.
packaged
Mm-hmm.
them was for them to be like the Cooley High boys, like kind of
Yeah.
like this nice boy image,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a nerdy New Edition.
Yeah,
If
yep,
you
that's
know,
exactly what they, because I mean, that's just what they, so they were put on this, the type of songs they sang, everything like
yes,
that. They were
it
still
was
singing
love
love
songs.
songs,
Everything was
yeah.
catering to women.
Mm-hmm.
So why would he want to be associated with Adina Howard?
Right. That right there. That's where, girl, you are reading my mind, 'cause that's where I was going
Back to
at. It's all about
reputation.
the reputation. So people had reputations to
And Brandy
protect.
was a better image as a
Mm-hmm.
quote unquote girlfriend, but I'm still not calling you my girlfriend. And
Right.
if we want to get technical,
Okay.
the mama of them 4 kids that he got on the internet
Let's, girl.
singing and hooting and hollering, she looked like Brandy.
She looks like Brandy.
If we want to get technical.
And he cheated on her, because that's why they're not together. And he don't. That's where I was going next, because he don't even deal with those kids. Everybody just knows. Like, they even said it. They said that our dad doesn't have anything to do with our career. We don't really deal with him. Nate
Child.
from Boys to Men deals with them more on like a producer level
Then
and
they
everything.
own daddy.
Then they own daddy. But he's taking the credit, which I mean he should, to a point, because Wanya can sing his effing face off, and
Yeah.
his sons can as well. So I mean, obviously they got that talent from somewhere, but he doesn't have
Jesus.
anything to do with it. They,
That's just terrible.
it's terrible. So it's just like, and then not only that, there was a couple other singers out. I can't think of their names.
Mhm.
Damn, but they were popular singers at the time that had dealings with Wanya, and he treated them like shit. So it's like,
He think
that's
he
just
all that.
yeah. And to a
Mm.
point I get it, because you basically pretty much, even though Boys and Men never really quote unquote said they had a lead singer like In Vogue, but
Mhm.
we know that he was basically the lead singer.
Oh yeah, he was.
So, he was the lead singer of Boys to Men. He led on all their, major hits and everything like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm sure he had, well, obviously, that we know now. And then I'll go back to what I said earlier, that he knew it was wrong, because still to this day,
Because he
he
hid
denies.
it
Yeah,
and still hides
he
it.
still hides it to this day. So it's like, I mean, Brandy is 47, and I'm
But
curious.
y'all love to blame women.
Love to
That
that.
is
That's
what
what it
the
comes
whole
down to.
gist of this is. You love to
Hmm.
blame women you don't like.
That's what it is. Always. That's what it
You will
always
give
comes
a
down
man
to.
a listen. What did that dude just say? Y'all love to give niggas the benefit of the doubt. Doubt the benefit of the nigga.
That. Thank you.
And that's the problem right there.
Yeah. Because it.
Y'all will give a man a benefit of the doubt quick that he will not hand to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, and everybody
Uh,
was talking about how, fast Brandy was and everything like that, because I think I
and
read.
y'all, that's how I know y'all wasn't there.
Yeah.
Y'all is the new people. The new people got to be saying that. Y'all were not present.
No. It's just
She was
someone who
the
Googled her
opposite of fast. They made
completely.
that girl wear braids till she was probably 20 some years old just to keep her out of
Ah,
weave and keep her
listen.
from being grown.
Listen, when we first saw Brandy without braids, we were like, wait a minute, she got hair.
Exactly. She had braids and never say never. How old was we when
Yeah.
that
Oh,
CD
that was,
came out?
so we were probably like 19, 20.
She didn't take her braids out till full moon, I think.
Yeah, because that was when we first saw her without her braids. Yes, that was it. And that had to be like early.
I
It
was
was
in
early.
college.
Yeah, we were in college at that time. So it was early 20s.
She was pregnant with that girl. How old is
Mhm.
her daughter?
Ooh, was she like maybe
20
20
something?
now? 2021 maybe?
She was pregnant in that
She
video.
might be older than that. But yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. So it's just
Girl,
like, I mean, y'all pick and choose, and it's just like, it's just so
Brandy ain't never been y'all's favorite, but she always
no.
been mine.
Listen, Brandy
That's
was.
because y'all some hood hoes and y'all like Monica.
Listen, and like I never really engage in like comments that people make online or whatever, because I just like, I
Mm-hmm.
rarely read comments. Somebody has to tell me to read the comments, because I
Mm-hmm.
usually don't pay attention, because I know people are stupid, and I know you're usually in there with people who don't know, people who are
Mm-hmm.
younger than us, you know. But I remember someone on like one of those R&B pages we follow. So I think you're on there too, but they
Mm-hmm.
said like, who is the best voice of your generation? Mind you, your.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking age group. So of course I said
Okay.
Brandy.
Mm-hmm.
Brandy is known as the vocal Bible. She's not the voice
Yes.
like Whitney, but she's the vocal
But
Bible,
yes. Mm-hmm.
because Brandy can do things with her voice that nobody
Mm-hmm.
can think about doing. Even Whitney, there's a clip of them in the studio, and Whitney's like, "Why are you going all the way down there? Sing up like you know." She was telling her, "Sing your voice."
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like you have the voice, sing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I put Brandy in the comments, and some dude laughed like he did like LOL at my comment. So I got his ass together. I was just like, "What the fuck is so funny?" And I said, "What the fuck?" I didn't say WTF. I said, "What the fuck is so funny?" I said it said of your, and I capitalized your generation. I said Brandy and I are the same exact age, so why wouldn't I pick her?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was like, "You
They
can."
don't know.
They don't know. You know, and then he said, "Oh,
Mm-hmm.
my bag. I didn't pay attention." You know, because you thought that you were being slick. Me saying
Mm-hmm.
that Brandy was the best singer of all time, and we know
Guess
she.
what? Pick the bitch from your generation, and I bet she picked Brandy.
Listen,
Cause Jasmine Sullivan gonna say Brandy.
Brandy, Brandy.
Pick her.
That's it.
Fantasia
Mm-hmm.
gonna pick Brandy.
Thank you.
But listen, and if they say Whitney, Whitney probably would have picked Brandy.
That.
So I'm just saying, y'all out here trying to play Brandy like she can't sing,
Right.
but she out grossing your favorite singer
Still to this day.
to this day.
Mm-hmm.
She could book a tour just last year.
Mm-hmm.
Get your favorite singer out there.
And Brandy ain't no idiot. She knew what she was doing releasing this book. She knew she was going to get backlash and everything like that. But this is her story. Y'all get mad at people's
Mm-hmm.
truth. Regardless if you want to believe it or not, this is her truth.
Yeah.
This is what
It
she
was her life.
experienced.
She lived it.
Thank you.
She's entitled to say
Right.
how things made her feel,
Thank
what
you.
her thoughts were.
Right. And the reason why this is so big is because y'all wanted something to
Mm?
get on her about. And like you said, we were
Yes.
there. So we knew they were a couple, even though they never admitted it. We knew.
Yes.
So it wasn't really news to us. It's y'all's response to it.
That's weird.
Very weird.
Seeing how you weren't present.
Girl.
Fuck out of here.
The fuck out of here. So let's move on to the next couple that you want to talk about. Khloe and Lamar. Now I haven't watched Lamar's documentary yet. I got it on my thing to watch this week. But go
I have
ahead.
not watched it, but again, there was a comment made um about Khloe. And I don't know if people paid attention to, just the Khloe and Lamar relationship
Mm-hmm.
and Khloe in relationships in general.
Mm-hmm.
Because people talk about like I feel like Dominique made the comment about she needs to take like 5 years off.
Yeah.
Like just take because the dedication that she gave to Lamar.
Yes. Yeah.
And then for her to turn around and do it for Tristan.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if y'all notice, and I'm not trying to be like, because I watched the Kardashians when it was 30-minute episodes, and I know
Yeah.
y'all don't remember that.
Listen.
Everybody don't remember that. Y'all used to them hour episodes now.
Mm-hmm.
Khloe, we have not seen Khloe with a man who liked her,
Go there.
who's been faithful to her.
Mm-hmm.
And when I really thought about that, it kind of grieved my spirit a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like you are the person who just pours and pours and pours, baby. And when Dominique said take 5 years off, you probably need leave the kids, leave everybody,
Yeah.
walk away and leave everybody.
And not just about relationships, not to cut you off, but now that but I just want to say this. She was kind of like that with her family too. Like she was
That's
the
why I say
rock.
you need to
Yeah.
just leave, just
Mm-hmm.
leave,
So yeah.
because you are. I don't even know what to call that. What you do. Because if we remember correctly, when Kim was messing with Reggie,
Mm-hmm.
remember they used to say this was the 30-minute episodes
Right.
that Kim was the master at breaking in people's voicemail.
Mm-hmm.
Khloe had a black boyfriend back then, y'all,
Right.
and Kim broke in his voicemail. It was tons of bitches in that voicemail saying stuff like, "Oh, baby, when you coming back?" And "Oh, I had a good time." And "Oh, thank tons."
I remember that.
Khloe was devastated.
Mm-hmm.
Khloe met Lamar after that.
Yep. Mhm.
Khloe met Lamar and married Lamar in, was it 9 days?
It was something real ridiculous. Yeah, it
It was
was.
it was very,
It
very
was
low.
within a
Like they
month.
moved into the,
Yeah.
was it the SRLR or LS hotel,
Mhm.
and just had been staying in that hotel together. And then they said they was getting married.
Yeah.
And she married him in about 45, 50 days. Had a wedding. Didn't just marry him. They had a
No,
big
they had a
wedding.
wedding. Yes.
He turns out to be a crackhead
Mhm.
that she continues to love, own, and support for many moons after being a crackhead.
Even after he almost died, she was the one that was there by his side when he OD'd.
In a brothel.
Cause she
Didn't
was.
just almost die, he was in a real
Yeah,
brothel.
he was in a real brothel and OD'd, and he was in a coma for a long time, and who was right by his bedside.
And before that happened to Lamar, she was fucking French Montana,
Oh yeah,
who
yeah.
was at the time living with Trina. We can't leave this stuff out. Now, she is definitely a man's doormat.
Oh yeah.
And pretended like, remember, Trina and Kim was friends.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be Trina, Kim, Sierra, Kelly Rowland. All them was like, they was all homegirls, la
Yep.
la.
Mm-hmm.
And Khloe started sleeping with French.
Yep.
And Trina went on the Breakfast Club and said French Montana had keys to her home, like they was in a
Oh
relationship.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Only for him to do what? Make a fool out of her.
Yep.
Then Khloe was fucking who?
James
James
Harden.
Harden.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. And then only this one, it takes the cake for me. She won't anybody man. Because Jordan and Tristan was literally on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Used to follow Jordan.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, she's so cute. Not real. I don't know who Tristan Thompson was. I know him. But I knew his girl, like I knew her.
Right.
Hey, they was on vacation. He got off the plane and started fucking with Khloe. Do you hear what I'm telling you?
Mm-hmm.
They had not been off a vacation for 2 weeks. He was out in public on another vacation with Khloe.
Yep.
And now you getting artificially inseminated. And you done had 2 babies by him.
2.
Hold on, had 1. And then while y'all are broke up, get the other baby. What is it, through a surrogate, or did she
Mm,
have a
I
baby?
think she did. She no. I think was the second one a
The surrogate.
surrogate.
I think the
Yeah.
second one, the surrogate, had the
Mm-hmm.
baby. And then you would make another baby with him while y'all are not in a relationship.
Mm.
And then you are taking care of his disabled brother. You are
Mm.
like his permanent caretaker. That boy lives with you.
Yep.
Baby, listen. If your mama ain't never told you, I'm going to tell you going about this wrong.
Yeah.
There's not enough that you can do to prove to a man to make him pick you.
Mm-hmm.
He got to pick you because he wants you.
Exactly.
It's not the hoops you jump through. That's why it was so hard for her to let Lamar go.
Yeah.
She invested a lot into Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. A child.
Yeah. I feel. Oof.
Khloe needs like intense psychotherapy.
She does. She really does. And
She might
for a
need
lot of
30 days of
reasons.
inpatient therapy.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like you done worked on yourself, you done metamorphosed yourself and everything. And, it just shows that that didn't even fix anything because you're still doing the same things.
You're still not happy.
Mm-mm.
Don't let them, you made them think that it was you physically.
Yeah.
That, oh, if I lose this much weight, if I do this to myself, if I do that to myself, you made them believe that they made you believe, I should say,
Yeah.
that was your problem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you the fat sister.
Yeah. When
You
she
don't look like
wasn't.
them.
Yeah.
And you was really not even fat.
No, you just taller. You were just taller than them. That
You were
was
just
it.
taller than them. That was
Yeah.
it. And now you done lost all that weight and did all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And niggas is still hip tossing you like a dish rag. Just
Listen.
boom. It don't make a difference. You just gotta get somebody who like you.
That's it.
But that shit with her and Lamar, just I can't even say it's just her and Lamar.
Mhm.
And that's what made me bring it up because I think y'all look at what she did for Lamar, like, dang, you don't understand. She has a track record of this. Like,
Yeah.
this is just who she is. This might be like a classic daddy issue.
It could be. Yep. It could
It
be.
might be really just like a classic daddy issue because
Yeah.
she is like,
Cuz
good
I think
God.
her and Robert were closest to the dad, if I'm not, like all of them had a great relationship
Yeah.
with him. But I think like she
Because
was
those two
really
are the
like, yeah,
youngest.
they were the youngest. And he was the
Hmm.
only Rob's the only son, and she was the youngest girl. So I think that, cuz they said that, as hard as she is, she took the death the hardest.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I
Well,
think.
remember when it first, like around the time it had happened, she
Mhm.
was drinking and driving. She was like
Yeah.
partying. She was getting arrested. Like
Mhm.
she was really having a hard time.
Yeah.
Just like Robert. Robert is
Yeah.
having a hard time too.
Mhm. And it's just something you
But
can tell they
Chloe
never
and
dealt
Kim
with.
got more time with Robert Sr.
Yeah.
More like, I don't want to say more time, but more of like they grew up with him completely. They got
Mhm.
all of him.
Yeah.
Because Kim used to live with Robert Sr.
Yeah.
She used to work for him.
Mhm.
So they just got more of his, like, time
Y-
as through their full life
Right.
than Chloe and Rob did.
Mhm.
And it's just, and I'm sure, and even for Robert, you know, he really was going through it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because he
You
tried to
know,
really live through his dad. Like I remember him talking about how he went to USC because of his dad, how he did this,
yeah,
how he, so it was just like,
yeah,
it's just things that they never dealt with.
mm-hmm,
And it's just trickled
yeah,
down into their adult lives, and now they're in their 40s. I'm sure Rob is too by now. I'm not
mm-hmm.
sure 100%, but
If
it's
I'm
just a
40,
mess.
yeah, he would have to be because I feel like me and Kim are probably the same
Yeah,
age.
we are. Yeah.
Because if I'm 46,
I think
then
Kim's like 45 or 46.
Courtney would have to be about what, 44,
No, Courtney's the
45.
oldest.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
Courtney's older than
That make her
us.
like 47.
Yeah, she's a couple years older than us, I think. Yeah.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Courtney's the oldest, then Kim, Chloe, then Rob.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Rob's definitely in his 40s then.
Yeah. Child, it's just a mess.
It's
It
sad,
is
honestly.
sad. It is sad. I'm glad you brought it back to the daddy issues, because let's get into um one of her baby. Well, no, I'm sorry, not one of her baby daddy, Tristan Thompson, and his Trump supporting ass, along with Chilli. And first, let's talk
Oh,
about
and
Chill.
Boys to Men.
Yeah.
That's the last thing
Oh
I was
no, I
gonna
had
say
them.
about Boys to
Yeah,
Men
go back. Go
is
ahead. Go
that
ahead.
his day ass posted that picture
Mhm.
with the speaker of the house,
Mhm.
and Wanya was just a smiling.
Oh
I
my
was like,
gosh.
boy,
Mhm.
boy. But like
Listen.
you said, but what we have to understand as poor people, rich people care about money. I
Yeah.
don't care how black they are. I don't care how minority they are.
Mhm.
They care about money.
Right.
And they care about what do the tax breaks look like.
Mhm.
And there are some people who are like Dave Chappelle. He cares about humanity.
Right.
He doesn't give a damn if he has to pay taxes on the money he makes. But then there are the rich people like Boys to Men,
Mhm.
like Chili,
Mhm.
like who would you just say? Tristan
Tristan.
Thompson.
Mhm.
And the list goes
Oh, it
on
goes
that side.
on. Yeah.
Those people care about how much money they can keep in their pockets.
Mhm.
And that means I would have to pay less taxes.
Yep.
And that's the way they're voting for. They don't care about food stamps and WIC and
No.
like is everybody getting proper daycare? They are
They
not
don't give a shit about
humanitarians.
that.
But
No.
I have even noticed it from black men in our community.
Mhm.
Like black, and I'm not gonna just say men, I'm sure there are a few black women, but based on the voting, the numbers show that most black women, 90+% of black women are voting for, Democrat, are voting for
Mhm.
services that help people.
Right.
There are just a group of, and honestly, That should tell you how men feel about us.
Mm.
Because I had to have a conversation before with someone about, like, even if you're not using the services, there may be a woman in your family that needs those services.
Right.
There may be some children in your family who benefit from daycare, who
Mm-hmm.
benefit from WIC. Yeah, you're right. You may not need them.
Right.
You may be a hardworking person, and whatever you tell yourself about yourself may all be true.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the people who are actually trying, who are getting up every day, going to work, and still cannot make ends meet?
Yep.
You have to, I just feel like we have a responsibility to think about those people.
Yeah.
And you will be surprised. I heard a guy say before, if you listen closely in a barbershop, it sounds like a white MAGA rally. It sounds like a MAGA rally in there.
Yeah.
Because Black men are homophobic, they are
Mm-hmm.
anti women, they are anti everything
Mm-hmm.
but themselves.
But themselves.
And that is disappointing
It's very disappointing.
because these are the same men who we trying to be in relationships with,
Mm-hmm. Who we're always
a-
protecting.
who we're always protecting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like
And who do they
the
run
same,
to?
they mamas, they aunties.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we the first ones they come to when they in trouble,
Yep.
when they hungry, when they need something. But again, that also proves to you how they look at you.
Mm-hmm.
They domesticate us.
Yep.
You are only good enough to feed me, to pray for me. Let me get a couple dollars.
Mm-hmm.
I was literally on the phone with my friend. She was at the grocery store. And men don't give a damn about asking women for no money.
No.
She leaving the grocery store and the man asked her for some money. She said, I don't have any cash on me.
Right.
He doubled back and asked again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and she said, I don't have any cash. Like, are
Right.
you cool?
Right.
But this what I'm saying. That's what they think of us.
Mm-hmm. You're
You
supposed to
want
protect.
something? Get it from a woman.
Well, girl, I will never forget this. I was probably we had to be in our early 20s. I remember I was in college, and I was working at a shoe store. It's a shocker. And I was working at a shoe store, and this black guy I worked with, he said, like he would date anybody. It didn't matter what race, what she was, whatever. So I shouldn't say anybody. He would date any woman. Let me be specific.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I remember him saying that, because one of the girls that we worked with, black girls, said that, like, do you only date white girls? And he said, well, these are his words. He said, I will date anybody. He said, but when I want to settle down, and he was like, I know I'm going to marry a black woman. She went off on his ass because she was older than us. He was about
Oh.
our age. She was older than us. And she was just like, oh, so we're not good enough to have fun with. But when you're ready to settle down and take care of business, then you want to be with a black woman. And that
Mm.
said a lot to me back then. I was just like,
Yeah.
wow.
And I think that's a weird, I mean, I get what she's saying,
Yeah.
but really, it's not really offensive to us. It's offensive to the white women.
Mm-hmm.
Are
You
y'all paying
think?
attention? Are y'all woke?
It's very offensive to the white women, but it's also offensive to us too, because it's just like, you don't think that we're good enough to, you know,
Well, I think he's saying, I know they're only good time girls. I wouldn't marry one of them
no, I
hoes.
get that. Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah. So yeah,
Because
I mean
who's
it's
to say that when we get married, marriage don't stop the fun?
right.
That's what her statement would imply.
Yeah.
Her statement would imply that marriage is not fun.
Right.
And I think that's a weird concept to, like, that's a weird place to come from. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, we're good enough to marry, but we're not good enough to have fun with. Who said marriage was not fun?
Mm-hmm. I
So
get
that's
what you're
why I'm
saying
like,
now. Okay,
yeah,
I get what you're
I think
saying.
it's more offensive to the white woman to say,
Oh no, it's totally offensive to them because I thought that too at the time until she started speaking. I was just like, oh, but go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, no, no, no. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
think I could see it either way,
Yeah,
but yeah, the white women should pay attention to people when they say that.
yeah.
Cause you
Mm-hmm.
somewhere thinking you got something, and then y'all be in our faces like, see, I got him, I got him.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, he's probably a runt.
Listen. Let's get back to Chili's ass before we go on a whole nother topic. So,
He's probably a runt.
let's go there, okay? Girl,
But
so
anyway,
Chili. So the thing now,
child.
let me say this. So Chili was exposed as being a Trump supporter, and T-Boz exposed her years ago. I think during the first election or whatever, or it may have been this past one where Trump won. But the thing is now, let's start here. So people aren't upset really necessarily. Yeah, I mean, of course, we're hurt and upset that she is a Trump supporter, but Chili has been playing in our faces. So she lied and everything and said that, she's not, she wouldn't support that. She didn't do that, but it came out that she obviously does. Chili has been playing in our faces. Now, we can go back to years ago when she wanted all this perfection from black men. And this just isn't about her being a Trump supporter now. This is just about Chili and her personality and who she is as a
Mhm.
person. She wanted all this perfection from black men. She had this list of things that she wanted from black men, things like that. And you go out and get the most basic white boy, and now you're in love. Excuse me, now you're in love. You know, found your soulmate. You're telling other black women to start dating outside their races and everything, which, okay, whatever.
Mhm.
But it's just like you have been on this self hating train for a long time. Someone called you chocolate. They said you're a beautiful chocolate woman. You said, no, I'm caramel. So it's just things like
Um,
that, that have just been building up to where I wasn't surprised. Honestly, I'm not surprised by any celebrity because, as you mentioned earlier, they're about their money first. So
yes.
I'm not surprised about any celebrity. And we've seen celebrities, black celebrities over the
Mhm.
years, like make these points and say things and participate in things that have gone towards MAGA or have gone towards Republicans. You know,
I'm
s-
gonna hold every black person's hand when I say this,
please do go ahead.
and it's something that we. I want to be clear. We are the only ones who are uncomfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
It is only
Yeah.
us. What is Chili's name?
Her real name,
Yes.
Rosanda.
Where do you all think that origins from?
Mm.
I want y'all to get comfortable with this. Non black people or any quote unquote black person with an ounce of another ethnicity in them,
Mm-hmm.
they do not like us.
I mean, girl,
And
listen,
I'm
it's
going
the
to keep
truth.
repeating it
Mm-hmm.
because I don't think black people are the only ones who have a hard time digesting this. Because let's take Jasmine Crockett's poll numbers, for
Mm-hmm.
example.
Yeah.
Jasmine Crockett was on the campaign trail, campaigning for everyone, not just black people,
Mm-hmm.
for equity, for fair treatment, for fair services, for everyone, even the Latinos.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all see them poll numbers?
Listen.
They would have rather voted for a white man.
Yep.
Do y'all remember the poll numbers from the presidential election? I want black people, just black people, to get comfortable in this fact. They do not like you.
Right.
I do not care if it feels like they like you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how much they talk to you at work. I don't care how much they smile when you come around.
Yep.
I don't care if they even hug you in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
They do not like you. And what you have to understand is we are all being raised different.
Yeah.
We are raised that you treat everyone the same based on skin color.
Mm-hmm.
Not because we are receiving fair treatment from said people, but because we want to be treated fairly.
That's what it comes down to right there. Thank you.
So we are telling our children that you treat everybody fair no matter what they look like. They are teaching their children stay away from them niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear what I'm saying to y'all?
Yep.
And y'all acting kind of slow because I'm 46. This has been a way of life since my grandmother was a child.
Mm-hmm.
She'll make 86 tomorrow.
Hello.
Do you hear what I'm saying to you? This is embedded in them. I just saw a lady make a video. She's an adult woman. And she said her grandparents, her grandfather specifically, raised her to be racist.
Mm.
And she didn't know until she became an adult.
Right.
Y'all, they don't like you. This goes for Latinos. This goes for Asians. I don't give a damn how much that person smiled at you at that Chinese food restaurant when you pick your food up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn how much you go in that hair store and that man know your name.
Yep.
He
He
like your
he
money.
wants your money. Exactly. Yep.
I don't care how many times you go to the gas station and Habib, hey, they don't like you.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what's so hard about y'all understanding that.
Right. Because you
Now
want to
it's
be
easy for y'all
accepted.
to see y'all's homeboys don't like y'all. It's easy for black people to see y'all will get up here and talk about black people like a dog.
Yep.
But you can't see who the real enemy is.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all gonna keep getting surprised and disappointed by people like Chilli,
Yeah.
by people like Wanya. Y'all gonna keep getting surprised. I just seen a man going on a rant, and I think I sent it to you about how LeBron James was talking so good about Israel, but then was dogging the people of Memphis.
Mm. Yeah, I saw that.
He was on the golf course with the
Yep.
people,
Mm-hmm.
with the white people,
Yeah.
and had so much good stuff to say. Like the man said, he was on the golf course code switching.
Yeah.
But then when it talk about cities like Memphis, where black people are predominantly, the citizens,
Mm-hmm.
you dog it. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all be quick to dog your own people,
Right.
but be quick to praise white people.
Mm-hmm.
That's a dead giveaway who like you and who don't.
Exactly. And y'all just be steady going up for these celebrities. I be telling y'all, I don't. Mm-mm.
Listen.
Nope. Mm-mm. And the thing is, it's not even about canceling or anything like that. It's just,
No.
it's just like we know who y'all are. It's
Awareness.
awareness. Thank you. It's like we know who you are. So you only have
Like
to.
I said about Kanye, I ain't saying nothing about canceling. It's time for y'all to start fooling with him. Quit caring about it. Like
Mm-hmm.
quit investing your energy into stuff once it proves what we always say about people. Once Maya Angelou said it best. When somebody proves, show you who they are, believe them. Because
Believe
they know
them.
themselves better than you.
Thank you.
You don't know people don't never say the last part she said. Because
Mm-hmm.
they know themselves better than you.
Right. And it doesn't
She
take
said when
much.
somebody tell you I'm mean, okay, listen
Yeah.
to them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It
But
doesn't
no,
take
not
much.
y'all.
Nope. Because y'all want to be accepted so bad.
Not y'all. But
Nope.
y'all better quit trying to beat them. I was told this story, and my grandmother told me this. She used to work at a place called Concord, which is Scottsdale / Value City. That
Mm-hmm.
that's what it is today. Back then it was called Concord here in Dayton.
Yeah.
And she was training a new person and telling her, like, no, you don't do it, you do it like this, what it is. Um, but the lady was Asian,
Mm-hmm.
and she went and asked the boss, he was white.
Of course.
She heard the boss tell the Asian lady, don't listen to them.
Oh.
If you want to know something, you come and ask me.
Okay.
Them being the niggas.
Yeah.
Don't listen to them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So y'all keep on thinking you have to understand everywhere you go, we are looked at as less than, and every other race is viewed as superior.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they walk around like that. That's why they treat you that way.
Yep.
But the one place that black people really got to understand where you have power, it's in your money.
Mm-hmm.
And
We've
if
been telling y'all
y'all
that.
didn't notice it with the NFL, but when y'all brought Target to its knees,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think y'all understand how much of a victory that was for black people.
Right.
You brought Target to the ground.
So it can be done.
It can be done. And I thought it was very funny that when Jamal, because now hold up, because some of y'all was still going to Target. And so now Jamal negotiates away and said, I don't know what Target said because I didn't listen to it, but I guess they must have gave some or did something. And he said, we have, because at some point the boycott is successful.
Right.
Y'all do know at the end of the Montgomery bus boycott, they did get back
They
on
did
the
got
bus.
right, right, right.
So y'all acted like it was wrong for him to say, we have become successful. The boycott is officially, ended on Target.
Not looking at what he said, not what happened,
And not looking at again. If we are using a model of a boycott, eventually we got back on the bus in Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
So now he says that, and now here come 37,000 black people who put him in charge of the boycott. How he gonna say the boycott over? And I'm like, but wasn't nobody saying nothing when he was in charge?
Mm.
And do you see how black people switch so fast
So
though?
fast.
Here he
So
been running the
fast.
boycott from day one. None of these people was saying nothing, Danielle.
Mm-hmm.
He declared that the boycott is over because I don't care what y'all say, he was in charge.
Yeah.
And he set up a market every Saturday at his church during the boycott.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all somewhere talking about he not in charge. How he gonna say da 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 da? Y'all probably the same ones who been going to Target.
I mean, just talk about it. Because
Like,
that's how it
just
goes.
be weird. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, so where was all y'all at when he was actively going to these places? When
Right.
he was showing up to the meetings
Mm-hmm.
with Target? Where was y'all who saying, oh, we started it?
Right.
Oh, y'all wasn't at the table?
I mean, because I'm sure that Dr. King eventually, or whoever eventually said, okay, the Montgomery boys bus boycott is over. So
Clearly, because
somebody
they
said
got
it.
on the
They got right back
bus.
on the bus.
We're
So.
all riding the bus today.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all weird. Y'all just, I wish we could go back to taking a lot of stuff offline so y'all can read books again.
Listen.
Y'all need to read. Y'all just are.
Because that's all it takes is for somebody to, like, and I'm not going to lie, we, like you said, we come from an era where we read, where, we look into stuff or whatever. Now, am I guilty of posting some things that I may not have, researched right away?
Mm-hmm.
I may have looked at something and been
I
like,
think a
oh,
few
okay.
years ago we all did.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But now with just like, and I'm not going to, as much as I love TikTok, I'm not going to lie with the evolution of TikTok and, people doing reels and everything like that and more people having, a platform, including us,
Mm-hmm.
to be able to say our opinions and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You have to
We
go back
educated though.
and
Some of y'all stupid.
thank you. You have to go back and look. You can't just take people's words for things
Word for
anymore.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You have to like at least look into it before you now if you're if you're reposting someone's think piece, as to where I shouldn't say think piece. Like if they're interviewing somebody or like the ones that are calling people, I mean people are calling into their shows and they're reposting
Mm-hmm.
that.
Right.
Yeah, I love to repost that to show how ignorant people are.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's just somebody just coming on here just saying
Just
things,
ranting.
just ranting, no, you can't go by that. I'm sorry because
They
that's
need
just
to do
someone's
that thing they did
opinion.
in China where
Oh,
they just told people you can't even get on
girl.
the internet and give no advice if you don't got no degree
Li-
in said field.
I
We could
mean,
shut all this down to tell the truth.
listen,
Let
listen.
the people who actually have earned an education.
Because I mean, you got Joe Budden and them on there. They're ignorant asses on there talking about capitalism, and they don't know shit about capitalism except for how to feed their pockets. That's all they know.
Yeah, you are a prime consumer of capitalism.
Yeah. So you speaking, against it or for it or whatever, unless you have some knowledge of it exactly and not just how it's going to feed your pocket, that's common sense. Everybody's
Mm-hmm.
going to be for it if it's going to feed their pocket. Hello. So it's just like just fucking ridiculous. I'm just so sick of people.
Listen, yeah, start
But
checking degrees at the door.
yeah, but Chili girl, all y'all that are and
And then
oh,
she gonna try to then hold on, she put apology out
yeah.
and saying like she was not a support. And I was thinking like,
That's what
baby,
yeah,
we
that's what I
seen the
said earlier.
donation slip.
We saw it. And then and when she
That's a prime Trump move right there. He
yes.
stay trying to tell you he didn't do some
He
shit
ain't
that we
do nothing
see.
with a straight face. She tried to get on there with that sad look and everything and all this other stuff. And then she also reposted something about Michelle Obama, like some kind of conspiracy theory or something about
Oh
Michelle
my
Obama.
God.
And then getting on there
But y'all
talking
be
about,
trying to. I tell y'all to stop claiming people as being black who ain't black.
listen, got on there and said that I'm not internet savvy, but you on the internet all the damn time posting. Listen, TLC ain't got coin like that to be having people, like do their social media. We know T-Boz does her own, and we know you do your own social media. So
Girl,
it's just like, stop
let's
it.
gossip. Let's gossip for 5 seconds.
Okay.
So they say they took your president to Walter Reed.
Girl,
You think they took him for real?
I don't know, but they
It was
said
a lot of
so.
ambulances. It
I
was a
was
lot
going to
of
say there were a lot of
cars.
ambulances. They said they had Secret Service all around
It
there.
was a lot of
It
them.
was a lot.
They shut the street down.
I think he was.
I think he was
I think,
too.
yeah, but they're not going to say anything. Listen, I guarantee that fool's going to croak one day, and they still going to not say anything because all they do is lie.
Girl. Damn, wish we knew somebody who worked at Walter Reed.
Listen, because I want to
I bet
know.
he in there.
I want to know. I want to
He
know.
be looking, sometimes he be looking kind of droopy,
Oh, he's
like he might
decaying.
have had a little stroke or
Yeah, I'm
something.
not joking when I say like
Yeah, like
when
he is good.
it's
He's going
he's going
down.
down, and people had to
He
realize
is declining
he
like
talks
terribly.
yeah, he talks all this shit about being in the best health and everything like that, and that's what people go by.
Baby, your
Just look
back
at
too
him.
wide for that statement. And I'm telling you,
I
as a big
mean,
back, your back too wide for you to be somewhere telling people that you in good shape.
listen, your body is discoloring at a rapid pace, and I'm not just talking about the orange.
And let's just think about this though. So we seen the evolution of Barack Obama in the White
Mhm.
House.
Mhm.
We saw the evolution of Joe Biden,
Yes.
Bill Clinton.
George W.
Like,
Bush.
yes, we've seen. And to tell the truth, I think W probably the only one who didn't decline that bad because he
Mhm.
was kind of stupid a little bit. He
Yeah, so
wasn't
he
really
didn't
working.
have yeah.
How the other people was working. You're like
Right.
Colin Powell, they was
They
working.
were the
He
ones
was just
working.
there.
Yeah. He was just the face. He
Yeah, he
was
was just
just
the
the
face.
face.
Like, I mean, but like Ronald Reagan, like we've seen the decline that the presidency takes, the physical toll that it
Mm,
takes on people's bodies.
right, right.
So you was already kind of thick and
Yeah.
kind of old.
Yeah.
I
When you got in there the
mean,
first time.
yeah.
So,
And
yeah.
you getting older. You talking about Joe
Mhm.
Biden's age. And to tell the truth, Joe done kind of sparked up a little bit since he left the
Since he
White
got up out
House.
of there, I mean, he's been diagnosed with cancer and you wouldn't even know it. Cuz he is out
Like,
here just like looking. He looks good.
yeah, yeah.
And yes,
I,
he is
I
older than you, but not by much. Not
Hey,
by
I
much,
don't know. I
sis.
don't know. I didn't know they gonna have to keep somebody with him. But that
Mhm.
man says that that girl, I forget what they said her job title is, but she is actually his like care person. Like
Yeah, they were
she's
trying to make it seem like she was just an assistant or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
No, like
But
she
she the
was a
one who she
speechwriter or
said be
something.
tweeting.
No,
Yeah, she be
yeah.
doing all his tweets.
Uh-huh, cuz he can't. And they know
Child,
he ain't cognizant enough to
I
do
seen
that.
them cars. I'm like,
Yeah, I was like I was like that's not just for
damn,
anybody. That's not just for anybody. No, no, that's
no,
no. That is for y'all's president, and he is in there
damn.
just probably hooked up to all sorts of machines. He still may be in there now. They tried to say one publication. I don't even. And it looked like a legitimate one. I can't remember exactly. It wasn't CNN
Mhm.
or nothing like that, but it was like one of those. But they said he was released or whatever. I don't believe it. Now that one I don't believe. I need more. I need to
Mm-mm,
do some more
mm-mm.
research on that. But yeah, yeah. So
I
there's
don't know,
that.
y'all, but they said they
Ooh,
rushed him over to Walter Reed. I said, "Oh Lord,"
girl.
because they got some medical stuff. Do you think that's true? But shit, he over there tearing shit up. Who know if they even still got the medical part in the basement?
Listen, he
He
could
done
have got
tore
rid of
half of
the
the damn
yeah.
White House down, and y'all just let him.
Just let him. Just let him in there like a little kindergarten project or
Some
whatever.
of those decisions he be making, though, they got to be questioning like his cognitive ability.
Listen, just like when he's up there, when he goes off from his speeches,
And he dozing off and stuff.
girl, in
Ugh.
important meetings, y'all catch him falling asleep.
Y'all, I like the office of the presidency. I don't care for the commander in chief we have
That,
today, but
that.
I think the office of the presidency is a very prestige seat.
Once upon a
And I
time.
am
Mm-hmm.
concerned
Yep.
about him being ill
Mm-hmm.
and what that means for the future of the nation.
And even y'all should be, even the people who support him
Yeah,
still.
I know y'all be laughing and joking and stuff, but
Yeah.
there are like things that have to happen if that would ever. We ain't never
Mm-hmm.
had no president pass away
Right. And,
when we've been
during a,
alive. We
yeah.
don't know what that looks like. I don't think a president has died in office since Kennedy.
No. Nope.
And so we don't
Mm-mm.
know what that looks like.
Nope.
And we don't have the best vice president.
I mean, that I was just getting ready to go there. Like, do y'all really
So, baby,
want
we need
JD
him to
Vance
hold
running
on.
this?
Y'all be talking about y'all want him to die. I want him to hold on because
Listen,
I don't have any desire for the name changer to be the president of the United States.
okay, the drag queen,
Honey,
the
I
drag queen
need
that's
him
against
to
drag
make
queens.
it. I
Listen,
need him to make it all the rest of these 3 years.
at least that we don't want you there, but from what we seen that is
From the rest of
happening,
them people,
yeah,
because they're not qualified.
no.
You think he's not qualified? They are definitely not qualified.
I mean, he just picked his cousins and them. Basically, that's what he
Oh
did.
my God, y'all. I know we joke and play, but this is
It's
serious.
serious. It really, and
It's
it's
very
like we
serious.
have to joke and laugh about it so we won't go crazy.
Yeah.
Especially in no shade, but for those of us who understand how the office of the president and
How
all
it
that is supposed
works.
to work, it's like we have to laugh
Y'all
and joke
definitely don't want
about
the
it.
Speaker of the House in charge
Sh-
if something happened to no name.
I
Oh,
mean, that would
Jesus.
be, oh my gosh.
Jesus. This is that kid. I know it seemed funny and seemed cute.
But it's real. This
It's
is
not
our
cute
country.
though.
I mean,
It's
y'all
not cute.
pissed that he done got us. Listen, y'all. I mean, y'all pissed that he done got us in a war. That is not really a war. Just think about all the shit that's going to happen. Like if something does happen to
Happened
him,
to him. Child, I need him to hold on. I need him to hold on.
girl.
At least
Whew.
make it to election season.
That at least that, so then we won't have that much more time left. Like,
Oh my God. So what
child.
we got this year, by next year they should be, or the end of this year, they should be an election.
Yeah. Well, the midterms are this year, so let's see.
Mm.
Let's see how that rolls. Let's
Oh yeah,
see.
because I just got my voter registration thing in the mail
Yeah.
yesterday.
Child. So, did you
Well,
want to talk
y'all,
about the
no, we'll do it another day.
Okay, okay, we'll save that topic for the next
Okay.
one. Yeah, when I'm not even going to bring it up because it was a good one that you had.
Well,
So there's
until next
that.
time, everyone, we had an amazing show. We hope that you all enjoy it. And as usual, you can reach us at girl_you know what, at Wellness and Women, and at Danny B Speaks. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
Girl, you know what? Turn it up, turn it up. Two mics, two queens. We just pulling up a seat, look. Yeah, yeah. Danielle with the side eye, kiss her with the laugh. Talking about the world while they talk about their past. Long time friends, yeah, they really seen it all. From the late night calls to the girl just block his phone. Trending on the timeline, rumors in the chat. Is it really love or he capping with the act? Bills on the table, dreams on the board. They gon' say the things you've been screaming in your core. For real. Girl, you know what? Say what you really wanna say. Girl, you know what? We talking about life every day. Danielle, Danielle, Keisha. Yeah, they keeping it tough. Turn the volume up. Sit back. It's the girl, you know what? Hey. Current topics, yeah, they break them like a habit. From the group chat drama to the did you really smash it? Clapping back at nonsense, laughing through the stress. Turning all that pressure into promise and progress. Talk love, talk work, talk family, all faith. Talk nice, they were scared, but they did it anyway. If you ever felt stuck, if you ever felt judged, hit play one time, feel the real, feel the love. You know what? Say what you really wanna say. Girl, you know what? We talking about life every day. Danielle, Danielle, Keisha. Yeah, they keeping it tough. Turn the volume up. Sit back. It's the girl, you know what? Yeah. From the couch to your car, from your job to the bar. If you tired of the fake, tune in, press start. Two best friends, one vibe, one cut. Welcome to the show called Girl, You Know What?